John Wallace.
All right, guys. You guys ready? All right, drivers, we're going to be racing qualifying round number 1, 3 minutes. Time has started, drivers. Everyone on their own clock. And make sure that the times are right. Anybody going faster than a second? No? All right, out front, we got Jacob on Mosquito right there, 52.301 pace. All right, hot lap right there, 3.3. John Wallace with a 3.1. John moving to the point right there, 48.303. 48.302. Got Chris Peel right there doing the Superman. All right, your race leader. That's going to be John out front, 51.302. Jacob, 48.3 flat. Joe on a 47. Tony on a 40. All right, 2-1 from Wallace right there. Was that legit?
2 minutes left.
That was a sticker? All right, we got John still out front, though. All right, let's see if I can... All right, right there, 3-1 hot lap right there from John Wallace. 47.3 flat pace. Jacob 46, Joe 45, Tony 36. All right, drivers, your race leader right there. That's going to be John Wallace. 3.170 right there. 47.3 flat with 120 left on the clock, drivers. 120 left. Your race leader. It's going to be John out front, Joe and Jacob right there. Dyson out for that 2-3 spot. 8/10, now 4/10. Separating the two, Jacob and Joe. Tony in that number 4 spot. All right, caution, drivers.
1 minute left.
All right, I think at this point, Chris, Tony's just crashing so you can marshal him. All right, we got all 4 cars together right there. Open
left.
wheel at its best right there. With 40 seconds left, drivers, still a lot of time. Anything can happen. John holding it down, though, 46.3 flat. Jacob 44, Joe 42, Tony 34.
30 seconds left.
What's up, Homero? All right, drivers, your race leader right there. John out front. Jacob in that 2 spot. Joe in the 3. Tony in the 4.
15 seconds left.
All right, drivers, with 5 seconds left, drivers, 5 seconds left. Your race leader, John, 47.301. Keep going. Your name is called done. Everyone is still live. Do not stop, drivers. Do not stop.
John Wallace done.
Done. John is done.
All drivers are finished.
All drivers done. That's your race, drivers.
Smoke and
John
Joe
taking
done.
that one.
Rchq Racing done. The race is completed.
47.301. Jacob, though, with that hot lap, 3.09.
Up next, race number 2. 1 RC late model. Heat 1 of 1. Race order is...
All right, don't rush, don't
Rchq
rush. I'm going to give you guys a little bit of time to get
Jacob
yourselves
Amosquito.
sorted for
John
race
Wallace.
number 2, which is going to be late models in the infield.
Two minutes to the start of the race. 1 minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race. Rchq. 30 seconds to the start of the race. "15 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, looks like we got them all in right there.
John Wallace. Chris Deal.
Hey, Jacob, go by one more time.
Jacob Mesquita.
You got a nickel and a hydride in that thing, Jacob? All right, all right. We got them all checked in. You guys all ready? Tony, you ready? John, you ready? Chris? All right, drivers. It's going to be not 5 minutes. It's going to be 3 minutes. All right, your time will start as you come across the line. Tony, 58, hot lap 30. All right, definitely 2.9 right there from Chris Peel. All right, drivers, your race leader right there, Tony out front. Chris Peel in the 2. John in the 3. All right, let's see. I'm not seeing any extra long laps right there. Jacob, self-induced right there, 4-2. All right, drivers, your race leader right there, Tony out front. Chris in the 2, Jacob in the 3. John in the 4 spot. John with a couple of long laps right there.
2 minutes left.
A couple of 4-second laps. All right, we got Tony, Chris, Jacob, John. That's your running order. You going to race for your dad? All right, Tony, Chris, Jacob, John, that's your running order. All right, drivers, Tony, 57.3 flat. Chris, 57.302. 1.2 seconds separating first and second. Tony dropping that 2.8 right there. Chris Peel right there in that number 2 spot. Jacob in the 3. John in the 4. All right, everybody 3 flat or better right there.
1 minute left.
That's a red car backing up right there. Uh-oh. All right, so we got Chris, Jacob, John, Tony in the basement. No, Tony back to the point right there. Tony 3:55.303.
45 seconds left.
3 flat. Jacob on a 53, John on a 52. All right, these cars are all close to each other right there. Down the back straightaway goes your race leader. Driving that all red car. Oh, no, sorry.
30 seconds left.
All red car. Oh, Tony in that 2 spot. Tony in the 1 spot right there. Driving the all yellow car. Tony hugging that inside line right there.
15 seconds left.
All right, Jars, with 15 seconds left. Your race leader right there, Chris out front. 55.301. Tony, 55.301 as well. 6:10 separating first and second. As time is about to expire, Jars, keep going. Your name is called done. Everyone is still alive. Keep going, Jars. Keep going.
Rchq done. Jacob Mesquita done. All drivers are finished.
All right, all
Chris Teal
drivers done. That is your
John
race
Wallace done.
drivers. Chris taking
The
out
race
with
is completed.
55.301.
Up next, race number 3. 1 RC Alm. Heat 1 of 1. Race order is Smokin' Joe Makatis, Rob Allen, Jacob Mesquita. Two minutes to the start of the race. One minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race. "30 seconds to the start of the race. "15 seconds to the start of the race.
Hold on, it's not counting. Everybody across the bridge one time, please.
Jacob Mesquita, Rob Allen, Smokin' Joe Makatis.
Right. So who do I not have? Oh, Chris Peel. Chris, go across the line real quick.
Chris Teal.
All right, drivers. All right. All right, so you're going to be racing in place of Rob, so do him proud, all right? All right, drivers. Bridge is hot. Drivers, bridge is hot. 3 minutes qualifying. 3 minutes of qualifying. Oh, whoa. All right, drivers, keep it smooth, keep it clean, keep it in the middle. Too much steering? All right. Oh, we got a pile up right there. I got you. All right, Jacob out front, Joe in that 2 spot, Chris in the 3. Rob in the 4. Oh, we got a car upside down on the far side. All right, drivers, Joe out front, Chris in the 2, Jacob in the 3, Rob in the 4. All right, drivers, keep it smooth, keep it clean, keep it in the middle.
2 minutes left.
Oh, we got a car upside down again. All right, drivers, Joe, Chris, Jacob, Rob. Oh, sorry, Chris. All right, Joe, Chris, Jacob, and Rob. That's your running order. I believe Joe driving the green car. All right, Joe, 27.304 pace right there. Jacob in that 2 spot, Chris in the 3, Rob in the 4. All right, Jacob's car looking pretty good right
1 minute
there.
left.
Spent a little bit of time on his roof. We got Joe right there, your old race leader. It's going to be that green and black. Or purple.
45 seconds left.
Is that purple? Green and purple. All right, Joe, Jacob, Chris, and Rob with 35 seconds left. Drivers, 35 seconds left. Where are we looking? Oh, caution on the back straight. Oh, caution in the sweeper.
30 seconds left.
All right, that was Rob and Jacob upside down right there. Oh, we got another car upside down.
15 seconds left.
All right, Joe's still holding it down. Hot lap. 5-7 from Jacob on Mosquito. All right, drivers, as time has expired. Oh, and a car upside down on the backside.
Smokin' Joe Makeda's done. Jacob Mosquito done. All drivers are finished.
All right,
Rob
all
Allen
drivers done.
The race is completed.
Whew. All right, Joe taking that one. 27.305. Jacob with a 24, Chris with a 22, and Rob with a 20. Whew, I'm out of shape. All right, our track is open for practice while I set the next heat. All right, drivers, it's going to be same order of classes with the reshuffle right there, but we do rolling starts, so it really doesn't matter. All right, it's 6:20. Let's get started at 6:30. You guys good at 6:30? About 10 minutes? All right. It's going to be 1RC, then late model, then asphalt. Late model on the outside at 6:30, Jarvis, 8 minutes.
Up next, race number 1. 1RC Midget. Heat 1 of 1. Race order is John Wallace, Jacob Amesquita, Smokin' Joe Michaelis, Racer X. Eight minutes to the start of the race. Rob Allen. Seven 4. 7 minutes to the start of the race. 7-1. 7-3. 6-9. 7-1. 7 flat. 6-9. 7-3. 7-5. 6 minutes to the start of the race. 8-4. 6-8. 7-3. 7-3. 6-8. 6-8. 7-1. 7-1. 5 minutes to the start of the race. 7-4. 7 flat. 6-9. 6-7. 7 flat. 7-4. 6-9. 7-2. 7-2. 4 minutes to the start of the race. 7-2. 8-2. 8-8. 8-1. 3 minutes to the start of the race. Two minutes to the start of the race. One minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race. "30 seconds to the start of the race. "15 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, drivers, round number 2. 1RC midgets. That's going to be John, Jacob, Joe, and Tony. You guys are up.
Currently up, race number 1. 1RC Midget. Heat 1 of 1. Race order is John Wallace, Jacob Amesquita, Smokin' Joe Macatus, Racer X, Smokin' Joe Macatus.
All right. John, Jacob,
Racer
Joe,
X.
and Tony. What's up, Rob? All right, need some marshals, please. Marshals, please. You qualified round number 1.
John Wallace. Jacob Amesquita.
All right, drivers, we got them all checked in. You guys all ready? All right, drivers. Bridge is hot, drivers. Bridge is hot. Your time will start as you come across the line. Qualifying round number 2. We got John, Joe, Jacob, and Tony. All right, time to beat is going to be John's 47.301 for qualifying round number 1. All right, drivers, 30 seconds in. We got Jacob out front, 49.50, 303 right there, coming from Jacob Amesquita. All right, let's see where Jacob's at. Oh, Jacob with a spin out there. Not quite sure what happened. All right, Amesquita right there, 48.301. John on a 43. Joe on a 35. What's going on here? Oh, man. Tony on a 36 right there. Joe on a 34. So we got Jacob right there keeping his nose clean. 49.301. TQ pace right there. Come from that, looks like pink and black. All right, drivers, your race leader right there. John now to the point. 48.303. Jacob 46. All right, there. That's John right there with that high vis working his way through. All right, John keeping it clean right there. Jacob, though, back to the point, 47.301. John now 47.301. Jacob 46.303. Joe in that 3 spot. Tony in the 4. So we got your top 2 right there, Jacob and John, dicing it out right there. 46.3 flat from the pair. With 110 drivers, 110 left on the clock. Your race leader. John out front. Jacob in that 2 spot. Tony in 3.
1 minute left.
Jacob, what happened, Jacob? Jacob having problems right there. Dropping off the pace. We got John out front. Uh-oh. John right there working his way, keeping his nose clean right there. Coming up under the bridge. John, 47.301 with 45 seconds, drivers. 45 seconds left. We got Jacob in that 2 spot. Tony in the 3, Joe in the 4. Jacob working his way back up right there. 45.3 flat. John on a 48.303.
30 seconds left.
Hot lap from Tony, though, 2.98. With 25 seconds, right? 25 seconds left. We got John, Jacob, Tony, and Joe. That's your running order.
15 seconds left.
Less than 15 on the clock. Keep it smooth, keep it clean. Oh, we got somebody rolling over right there. That's going to be Tony. Putting it on the cage. With 5 seconds left, drivers John, Jacob, Tony, and Joe.
Smokin' Joe Makeda's done. Jacob Amesquita done. Racer X done. All drivers are finished.
All right, all drivers done. John taking that one for what's going on here? John didn't finish? Yeah, DNF'd you. That's weird.
Up next, race number 2. 1 RC late model. Heat 1 of 1. Race order is Chris Peel, Racer X, John Wallace, Jacob Amesquita. 2 minutes to the start of the race.
There's music. It just ended. Is that the right car, Jacob?
1 minute to the start of the race. Racer X. 45 seconds to the start of the race. "30 seconds to the start of the race. John Wallace. 15 seconds to the start of the race. Chris Peel. Jacob Amesquita.
All right, we got them all checked in. You guys all ready? Jacob, don't stop under the bridge because your time will start as soon as I click it. All right, drivers. Bridges, hot drivers, your time will start as you come across the line. Keep it smooth, keep it clean. All right. Tony, the last across the line right there. So we got Tony on a 63.01. Time to beat is going to be Chris's 55.301 pace right there. All right, we got Tony out front on a 60. Tony driving that inside line right there. He's got that yellow car working really good. All right, making up all that time. Ducking up the inside of Chris right there. Chris trying to catch a toe. Oh, side by side right there. We got Tony, Chris, John, and Jacob. All right, drivers, your race leader right there. Tony, 58.301. Chris, 55.301. Hot lap from Tony. 2.8. Chris with a 2.9. John with a 3.1. Jacob with a 2.5. You get stuck at the bridge right there, Jacob? All right, caution. Oh, John out this one. All right, we got Tony out front, 57.301. Chris, 55.301. Oh, Tony making a couple of mistakes right there. It's going to let Chris close that gap. 1.7 seconds now, separating first and second. A red car and the yellow car right there. That's your 2 and 1. We got Jacob Amesquita in that number 3 spot.
"1 minute left.
All right, drivers, you heard lady. 1 minute left. Tony out front. Chris in the 2. Jacob in the 3. Wallace out. All right, 57.502 pace right there. Coming from your race leader. Your number 2 right there, Chris Peel. Oh, Chris puts it on his roof right there. Oh, that's going to allow Tony to stretch that lead out. Oh, Joe fumbles the ball right there as he works his way through. Joe, you can close that door, please. All right, Tony, Chris, Jacob, and John. That's your running order with 25 seconds left. Drivers, 25 seconds left. Tony, Chris, and Jacob. That's your running order. All right, drivers, coming up next.
15 seconds left.
is going to be that asphalt late models on the big oval. With less than 10 seconds on the clock, drivers, keep it smooth, keep it clean. All right, drivers, time has expired. Keep going,
Chris
drivers.
Field
Do
done.
not stop. Chris
Jacob
is done.
Amesquita
Jacob's done.
All drivers are finished.
All drivers done.
Racer
That is
X
the race
done.
drivers.
The race is completed.
Tony taking that one. 57.301.
Up next, race number 3. 1 RC Alm. Heat 1 of 1. Race order is Smokin' Joe Makatis, Jacob Amesquita, Chris Peel, Rob Allen. Smokin' Joe Makatis. Two minutes to the start of the race. One minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race. "30 seconds to the start of the race. Rob Allen. Jacob Amesquita. "15 seconds to the start of the race.
Hey, so does that mean that I can use one? You're going to have a burn on the back of your head?
Chris Peel.
Yeah. How long you want? 30 minutes? Yeah. We can break to 7:15, about 30 minutes. All right, you guys all ready? All right, drivers. Oh, I need a marshal. I need a marshal. We need a marshal for sure. Jacob upside down already. Yeah. Why are you stopping on the straightaway? All right. All right, you guys ready this time? All right, drivers. Bridge is hot, drivers. Bridge is hot. Keep smooth, keep it clean. Your time will start as you come across the line. Oh, whoa, whoa, Jacob, easy, easy. Keep her in the middle. Oh, Chris. Oh, caution on the back straightaway. Caution on the back straightaway is clear. All right, so let's see. We got Joe out front, 27.303. Time to beat's going to be at 27.305. Joe, Rob now, 27.303. Rob right there, jumping right back in, working all day at NACO, coming over for some throttle therapy. Driving that Wonder Woman car right there. We got some fancy paint on that one for you, Rob. You just can't see it. All right, Rob out front, 28.304. Jacob, 28.306. Joe, 27. Chris,
left.
23. Chris having a rough start right there at the beginning. All right, your race leader right there, Jacob, to the point now, 28.3 flat. All right, it's going to be that black with the yellow in that number 1 spot. Got Rob in that 2 spot, 1.6 seconds separated first and second. Jacob with a 5.7 hot lap. All right, we got Jacob, Rob, Joe, and Chris. That's your running order. Jacob. We got it. Oh, that was Jacob off the track right there. Oh, all spun out right there, getting tangled up. Oh, the whole backfield gets tore up right there. Oh, Rob gets a little bit sideways on that back straightaway. Rob 28.302. Joe with a 27. Jacob 27. Chris with a 25. Chris making his way back up right there with that red late model right there. That's a dirt late model? Is that what that is? All right, so we got Rob 28.301 with 40 seconds left, Jarvis. 40 seconds left. We got Rob, Joe, Chris, Jacob. Oh, Jacob's out.
$30 seconds left.
All right. Rob rolling around right there, 28.3 flat. Joe in that 2 spot, Chris in the 3. Jacob out with the mechanical. Oh, shock popped apart.
15 seconds left.
All right, Jarvis, less than 10 seconds on the clock. Keep it smooth, keep it clean. Keep going till your name is called done. Oh, man, I should have opened this one up. All right, Jarvis, time has expired, Jarvis. Keep going till your name is called done. Everyone is still alive.
Rob Allen done. Smokin' Joe Makadis done. All drivers are finished.
Oh, Rob is
Chris Peel
done.
The race is completed.
Joe's done, Chris done. Actually, you finished. You finished. All right, Rob, Joe, Chris. That is your final running order. Rob taking that one, 29.304. All right, guys, we're going to break till 6:15. That's going to be 25 minutes, Jarvis, 25 minutes. Get your cars in order. No, I'm kind of liking the clear. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Actually, what we need is an RCHQ wrap. Yeah. I'm just saying, you know. Melinda, we need some stickers. Sticker bomb. All right, Jarvis, track is open for practice until 7:15. All right, drivers' mains are posted. Drivers' mains are posted.
John Wallace. 3-8. 13-9. 3-4. 3-5. 3-3. 3-2. 3-1. 3-1. 3-3. 3-1. 3-2. 3-2. 3-1. 3-4. 3-1. 3-1. 3-3. 3-1. 3-1. 3-1. 3-1. 3-2. Jacob Amesquita. 6-8. 6-4. 6-5. 6-2. 5-8. 5-8. 6-3. 7-1. 5-8. 6-1. 6-1. 25.9. 7-7. 7-2. 11 flat. 6-1. 6-1. 7-1. 6-9. 10-2. 6-1. 6-1. 6-4. 6-1. 6-2. 6-3. 6-8. 6-3. 6-2. 6-4. 7-1. Up next, race number 1. 1RC Midget. A main. Race order is John Wallace, Jacob Amesquita, Smokin' Joe Makatis, Racer X.
All right, drivers, here in
1
about a
minute to
minute,
start
we're
the
going to get
race.
started with race number 1. It's going to be John, Jacob, Joe, and Tony. Yep, midgets. We're going to be taking a break in between each race so you guys can get your cars all sorted out.
45 seconds to the start of the
Not too
race.
much of a rush, but this is going to be our 5-minute mains.
"30 seconds to the start of the race. "15 seconds to the start of the race. Smokin' Joe Makatis. Racer X. John Wallace. Jacob Amesquita.
All right, all right. You in? Yeah.
Rob Allen.
All right, all right. You going to race from there, Rob? All right, so it's going to be John, Jacob, Joe, Tony, then Rob. All right, you guys ready? You good, Rob? All right. Oh, hold on. Let me refocus this thing. Sorry. All right, drivers. All right, drivers, this is going to be 1RC midgets, 5 minutes. Drivers ready, Marshall ready. We're racing on the tone. All right, nice clean start right there. All cars making it across the line right there. Whoa, we got a little bit of tangle up right there. Looks like Tony getting out of shape. We got John out front on a 66 lap pace. That high vis working his way around right there. Oh, John getting tangled up. Oh, John running around the outside. That wasn't John getting tangled up. Caution, caution, drivers. All right, so we got John out front, Joe in the 2, Rob in the 2, Joe in the 3, Jacob in the 4, Tony in the 5. All right, drivers, your race leader right there. Let's see that hot lap. Is going to be a 3.0 from John Wallace. Oh, Tony going head on into that inside rail. All right, your race leader. Uh-oh, John not
4
counting.
minutes left.
Oh, there you go. John coming across right there. John with a long lap. An extra long lap, John. That was 9 seconds. Huh? All right, so we got John still out front. 76 lap pace. Smoking Joe Makaitis right there on a 72. Jacob on a 69. Rob on a 63. Tony on a 50. Oh, Tony having all kinds of problems right there. Tony, I think it might be your radio. Tony, you got to be smooth like me. Oh, Tony gets piled up right there. So we got John out front. John still leading the way. Right there, that high vis right there coming up under the bridge in that number 1 spot. Jacob in that 2, Joe in the 3, Rob in the 4, Tony in the 5. Got Jacob and Joe right there dicing it up. Oh, we got
3 minutes left.
John getting tangled up with 2 down, 3 to go. Drivers, John out front. Jacob in that 2 spot. Joe in the 3, Rob in the 4. Still, we got Jacob and Joe right there dicing it out. All right, Jacob right there with the pink. Is that pink, Jacob? All right, Jacob and Joe. All right, John still holding it down on that 77 lap pace. We got Jacob on a 72 now, Joe on a 69, Rob on a 64, Tony out. All right, Rob right there joining the party late. Is that rocking Baby Yoda right there?
Two minutes left.
All right, drivers, John still holding it down, 79 lap pace. John, your race leader right there. Oh, getting tangled up off the left side. All right, John working his way through with 145 left, drivers, 145 left. John holding it down, Jacob in that 2 spot, Joe in the 3, Rob in the 4. All right, drivers, 120, drivers, 120 left. John, Jacob, Joe, and Rob. That's your running order. Tony out with a mechanical. Good night. All right, John, Jacob, Joe, Rob. That's your running order. John on a lap number 61 of an 80 lap pace. John stepping it up as he goes right there, working his way around that left side,
left.
coming up on the right side. That high vis with the red helmet right there in that number 1 spot. John keeping it smooth and clean.
45 seconds left.
45 seconds left, drivers. Still lots of time. Anything can happen. John holding it down, 85.02 pace. We got Rob Aldo, that hot lap, 2.5. Let me see if that's...
30 seconds left.
All right. John still holding it down. Jacob in that 2, Joe in the 3, Rob in the 4. John working lap number
15
75
seconds
on an 8
left.
lap pace with 15 seconds left. Drivers, less than 10 on the clock. Your race leader right there coming around. 1 and 2, now through 3 and 4.
Rob Allen done.
All right,
Smoking
Jarvis,
Joe
last
Makeda's
time
done.
has expired. This will be
Jacob
your final
Amesquita
lap.
done.
John takes the
All
win.
drivers are finished.
Joe in the 2,
John
Jacob
Wallace
in the
done.
3.
The race is completed.
You get John with that win, 85.03. We get John, Joe, and Jacob to the winner's circle, please.
Up next, race number 2. 1RC late model. A main. Race order is Rchq, Chris Teal, Jacob Amesquita,
All right, John, Joe,
John
and
Wallace.
Jacob. Take your time, fellas. Take your time. We're going to take a little bit of a break, give you guys a little bit of time to get your winner's circle photos and get your cars ready for that next race, which is going to be Tony, Chris, Jacob, and John.
Two minutes to the start of the race.
Oh, man, this is the worst right here. You're looking for midget parts? Oh, man. Was it even there, though, Tony? Did you not lose it the last time? Mm-hmm.
1 minute to the start of the race.
I love you. Oh.
45 seconds to the start of the race. "30 seconds to the start of the race. "15 seconds to the start of the race.
Did you find it? Nice, nice.
Jacob Amesquita. Rchq.
All right, drivers, let's start getting them out. 1RC late models on the infield. See, Amaro. Take it easy. Start thinking about tips and tricks for me, all right?
Chris Teal. John Wallace.
All right, all right. Looks like we got them all checked in. Let's get them lined up. It's going to be Tony on pole. Chris in that 2 spot. Jacob in the 3. And John in the 4. All right, you guys all ready? We got Joe out there, our lone marshal. All right, drivers ready. Marshal's ready. We're racing 1RC late models, 5 minutes on the tone. All right, nice clean start right there. Tony having all kinds of problems with the midget, but his 1RC's looking, his asphalt late model's looking pretty good. All right, so we got Tony, Chris. All right, Tony, Chris, John, and Jacob. That's your running order. Hot lap from Tony out of the gate, 2.799. Got Chris Peel to the point now. Oh, got a huge pile up. Let's see who comes out up front. John out front now. Chris in the 2, Tony in the 3, Jacob in that 4 spot. Oh, Tony upside down right there. That's going to put Wallace to the point. Chris in the 2, Tony in the 3, Jacob in the 4. All right, your race leader right there, John, on a 92-lap pace. All right, John driving that all-white car right there, working his way through. Tony, look at, oh, Tony puts it on his roof right there. Trying to look up the inside of John, trying to make some time back. John gets tangled up. All right, let's see who's out front now. All right, it's going to be John still holding it down. Chris in that 2 spot. Jacob in the 3, Tony in the 4. All right, Tony right there making up all that time.
3 minutes left.
Doing sub 3-second lap times right there, keeping it on the inside. Oh, grabs a rail. Oh, caution, caution on the right side, drivers. Caution, caution. Oh, John gets has to get marshaled up. Let's see what that does. That's gonna put Chris out to the point now. Chris Peel driving that all red car. That late model right there, working his way through. Oh, and we got John upside down once again. It's going to be Chris. Tony jumping up to that 2 spot now. John going to try and make his way back around. Let's see that all-white car in that. Uh-oh. Oh, John losing a little bit of momentum right there. All right, so we got Chris, Tony, John, and Jacob. That's your running order with 3 down, 2 to go, drivers. 3 down, 2 to go.
2 minutes left.
All right, we got Chris and Tony now. That's the battle. Tony out front. Yellow car in the lead, red car in the 2. Oh, Jacob and Chris getting tangled up right there. Tony keeping that tight inside line. Making up all kinds of time right there over Chris. Tony really working that shortest distance. Oh. Gets tangled up with Jacob right there. Chris looking to make a move. All right, 4.7 seconds separating first and second. But Tony stretching that lead out again. Now 4.4 seconds. Now 5 flat. Man, Chris.
1 minute left.
Tony making a gap in Chris by 10ths of a second right there.
45 seconds left. $30 left.
All right, drivers, you heard Melinda. 30 seconds left. Tony out front. Chris in that 2 spot. Jacob in the 3. All right, your race leader right there. 15 seconds left. Working lap number 85 of a 90 lap pace. All right, drivers, as time's about to expire, it's going to be your final laps as you come across the line.
Done.
Tony's done. Chris
All
is done. Jacob's done. That is your race,
Jacob
drivers.
Done.
Tony taking that one.
Completed.
Chris in the 2, Jacob in the 3. Tony, Chris, and Jacob to the winner's circle, please.
Up next, race number 3. 1RC Alm. A main. Race order is Rob Allen, Smokin' Joe Makatis, Chris Peel, Jacob Amesquita.
Hey, TJ, can you prep Rob's car? The battery should be done charging already, but do the tires and
2
stuff.
minutes to the start of the race.
I just simple greened all the way around. What do you need? The car? You got the battery? My battery, right? Okay. All I did was I sprayed the rag, and then I cleaned the front tires, and then I turned the car on, and I throttled the rear tires.
One minute to the start of the race. $45 seconds to the start of the race. $30 seconds to the start of the race. $15 seconds to the start of the race.
Make sure that wire is tucked up tight, yeah?
Smokin' Joe Makatis. Jacob Amesquita.
Dang it, I didn't have the microphone on.
Chris Teal. Rob Allen.
All right, all right. I have 0 marshals for this race, so don't crash. Hey, Melinda and TJ, you guys want to come help or no? All right. All right, so on pole is going to be Rob Allen from the inside. Rob, Joe, Chris, then Jacob. All right, all right. Let's turn this down a little bit. All right. All right, you guys ready? All right, drivers. 1RC Asphalt late models on the Super Oval. Drivers ready. Marshals ready. We're racing 5 minutes on the tone. All right. Oh, Rob getting all out of shape right there, dropping down to the basement spot. Oh, Chris also getting all out of shape. All right. Looks like these tires might be susceptible to temperature. Uh-oh. All right. So, we got Jacob out in front right there. Oh, Jacob getting squirrely as well. Not sure what's happening. All right. So, we got Jacob, Joe, Chris, and Rob. Don't look at the cars. All right. You're 2, 3, 4 right there, racing it up. Joe grabs a rail. Chris right there trying to capitalize. So we got the green, red, and Wonder Woman right there with your race leader, Jacob Amesquita, in that number 1 spot. Oh, looking for a way around. Chris makes a mistake. Oh, Jacob makes a huge mistake. Here comes Joe now. Joe closing that gap. Joe just was 6.1 seconds that last time by. Let's see where he's at right now. Now it's going to be 1.7 seconds separating first and second. Oh, Jacob puts it on his roof right there. That might be all she wrote. He goes from the basement to the point, back to the basement now. Actually, no, back to third with Rob right there. Rob right there looking to capitalize. Rob was on pole. So we got a race now. We got Joe, Chris, Jacob, and Rob. That's 1, 2, 3, and 4 right there, all across down the back straightaway. So we got Joe out front, Chris, and Jacob. Oh, Jacob's got the motor right there. Jacob running that 3S LiPo. He was telling me about it early on. Oh, monkey see, monkey do right there. We got 2 cars in the first corner. We got Jacob, Joe, and I got Chris out front. Joe in the 2, Jacob in the 3, Rob in the 4. All right, Jacob on his roof right there. We need a marshal. All right, TJ right there trying to marshal him up right there. Now we got Rob bidding for him. Oh, Rob takes Chris out. Marshall on the back straight.
3 minutes left.
All right, so that's gonna put Joe and Chris right there out in the lead. So we got Joe, Jacob, Chris, then Rob. All right. All kinds of drama happening. Joe keeping it smooth and clean. Rob grabs a rail. This is going to be Jacob, Rob, and Chris. All right, Jacob. It's going to Joe out front. He's got Chris and Rob right there racing it out. Those are your back markers there, Joe. If they give you pressure, you might want to think about letting them go. There you go. Joe makes a smart move right there. Lets Chris and Rob by. Rob trying to hold on to that draft. Chris's car looks like punches a pretty big hole. Oh, Chris puts it in the rail right there. That's going to let Rob up to the 3 spot. So we got Joe and Jacob right there. Let's see Joe, Jacob. Oh, they both get tangled up. I'm not sure who took out who right there, but left. Jacob taking off right there. Here comes Joe coming across the line. Joe drops all the way to that number 3 spot. So we got Jacob out front, Rob in the 2, Joe in the 3, Chris in the 4 spot now. So we got, let's see, your race leader right there, Jacob, driving that black with the high-vis yellow, trying to keep it in the middle. Oh, almost gets tangled up with Joe. I think Joe was trying to brake check him right there. I'm not sure. Might have been the draft. Maybe he got sucked in by the draft right there. But 125 drivers, 125 left. Jacob out front. Rob in that 2 spot. Joe in the 3. Chris in the 4. All right, Rob with a little bit of motor right there on Chris. Sniffing that draft down the front. Straight they go. Coming up on the line through 1 and 2. You got Jacob, Rob, Joe, and Chris. Chris is in the basement spot right there.
1 minute left.
All right, drivers, you heard Melinda. 1 minute left. Jacob, Rob, Joe, and Chris. That's your running order. With 50 seconds, there's 50 seconds left. Your race leader, Jacob on Mosquito, looking to keep it smooth and clean. Looking to take it from the basement to the point. Oh, Chris and Rob get tangled up right there. Rob and Joe right there going to be racing it out with 30 seconds left, drivers.
30 seconds left.
That's the battle for the 2-3 spot. Rob makes a mistake. Joe jumps out to the 2 now. Jacob looking to take this one home. Rob going to try and take it back from Joe with 15 seconds left. Rob's got a little bit of motor on Joe in the draft right there. Green car and the clear car. Rob looks up the inside. Oh, grabs a rail. Joe gets by as time is about to expire, drivers. Your race leader and race winner, Jacob Amosquita, is done. Chris is done. Joe is done. And Rob is done. That is your race, drivers.
Rob Allen done.
Jacob takes the win. He called it from early on. He said he had that 3S lipo. He's got the Jacob, Joe, and Rob to the winner's circle, please. Oh. I don't know, man. Jacob had some motor. Hey, the 9500 kV is not legal, you know. All right, guys, thanks for coming out to 1RC Tuesdays. Tomorrow night we're racing NASCAR Super Oval. We're racing Euro trucks. We're racing 12 scale, and we're racing I think Mojave Groms too. Rumor has it there's going to be a couple of Mojave Groms out. Tiny Whoop on Thursday. Tiny Whoop Thursday coming up. Hopefully those gates and everything are going to be all set and done. All right, perfect. I'm gonna try and Ferns Day. All right, drivers, tomorrow, Super Oval, NASCAR's Euro Trucks, Mojave Groms, and Thursday, Tiny Whoop Thursday, Tiny Whoop Ferns Day. All right. All right, guys, once again, thank you guys for coming out. Hopefully I got you guys out in the nick of time. We'll see you guys on the next one. Don't forget, pay your bills.